Hello, my name is Jeff Rolke. I want to thank you for checking out my video, and especially if you are new to vocal training, you are a new vocalist, either or. You could be a new vocalist, you could just be new to training, been singing for years but want to get started with the technical exercises. I want to thank you for checking out this video. These are a few exercises that I think can help to get you started on an even keel on your vocal journey. It's not easy, or even for that matter possible, to know what your voice type might be when you're just getting started. If your vowels don't match up, which is another way of saying that they do not align. In the vocal world we say our vowels align. If they're not in alignment, then knowing your FOC or your vocal range designation is kind of guesswork. So we've got some general exercises here that will help get you started. Thank you if you've chosen to subscribe. I realize if you're new, you might want to test the waters a little bit, and that's cool, but I hope that you will subscribe. There is a link down at the bottom of the screen somewhere. There are many ways that you can support my channel. Those are in the description. They include Patreon as well as Amazon affiliate links. If you use the links for Amazon, they don't change your shopping experience or the price or anything, but a small amount of the proceeds of that sale come back to the channel, and it really does help keep things going around here. Now, I'm going to be playing these exercises in two hands so that you can find the octave that works best for you. If it's too high or too low, try changing octaves, or just hang on a moment until it comes into a comfortable range. I will play the right hand here and the left hand here. And I'm going to play this in a descending pattern. So we're going to descend down the piano. I'll switch the view back and forth between where we can talk here, and also you'll be able to see my hands from time to time. First exercise. Oui. A short syllable sounds like this. Oui, oui, oui. And we're going to go at about that speed. And oui, 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 oui. Now, let's do that again. I sang the whole time. This time, I'm going to lay out. Ready? And. Now we're going to use some words. Sounds like this. I know you. Notice how I'm connecting things together. I know you. Right up to the next vowel, I'm phrasing through the consonant. I know you. And making those consonants as short as I can. I'm interested in the vowels, and I'd like your attention to be on the vowels too. And I know you. 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 let's do that again. This time I'll let you take the wheel. Ready? And. Now we're going to try a different pattern. This is an arpeggio. We. About that speed. I'll try to go a little slower. I can go a little slower. We. And we. Now you try it. On your own, that is. Presumably, or hopefully, you were singing along that time. This time, I'll lay out. And. Now we're going to put some words with that pattern. The words themselves, they don't have any kind of therapeutic or particularly special effects, but they're there in the hopes that they can help you remember the melody more easily. Sometimes it's easier to remember a melody when there are lyrics instead of just these symbols that we use, these syllables, I should say, that we use in vocal pedagogy, in the teaching of singing. It can take some time to get used to. So here you can work on the pattern with I will know you now. Again, really try to connect from vowel to vowel to vowel through the consonants. I will know you now. Make that connection if you can. And I will know you now. 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 And this time, I'll let you do that on your own. I'll lay out. 1, 2, ready, and. Finally, an airflow exercise. What vocal pedagogical video would be complete without some type of airflow exercise? Now, I am very tempted to introduce the lip trill here. However, I think of that kind of as a second step to airflow. And I think that there is a way that I might be able to help a bit more with this other exercise. But just as important as the exercise itself is the posture that you stand in. When we sing, we adopt what is called the noble posture. And it has a certain orientation of head and neck over the clavicle and a certain way to hold your shoulders and all that. And we can get into that more as you get into the flow of your vocal studies. But for right now, what I'd like you to try to do is just make a bow. See if I can scratch down here. Make a bow over your head like this and clasp your hands and just put a little bit of lateral tension out from your elbows out while you do that. And what that's going to help you do is keep an approximation of the noble posture. It's not perfect, of course, because your arms are up in the air like that, and you're probably not going to sing that way on stage. But it will help you establish some positive airflow for the final exercise, and which is this. For starters, there's no pitch. So all of us can sing the same pattern. It's more about duration, and it's a hiss. It's a fairly noisy, annoying kind of sound. And hands up, making that bow. Now, if you were watching, you would have noticed that my face stays primarily passive. There's a slight parting in my lips, and so on my inhalation, I'm just letting air come in through my nose and mouth in whatever way it wants to over the duration of that pause. Let's try it again. And for our last time with this exercise in this format, I'd like you to direct your attention to the rectus abdominis muscles and the core body muscles that are holding you upright. And what I'd like you to do is be aware of them and be aware of a persistent engagement. When we are exhaling and singing, we're leaning into the solar plexus right below the sternum. When we are inhaling, we're releasing a little bit of this, but we're leaning into the lateral expansion. And that hands over the head posture should help you do that. First, we got through the exercise. Then we closely examined our faces and tried to maintain a neutral facial expression throughout the duration of the exercise. Now we're going to redirect our attention down to the core body muscles. And one more time, this time focus on your breath. Use that entire space to take your breath. So it's evenly paced throughout the duration of that pause. And there you go. These are some of the first exercises that I show someone when they come into my studio and we get started exploring their voice. It's a means by which to see how well you're tracking pitch. That's the first exercise, and the second one to a certain extent. It's a way to find out whether or not you are already ready to start using the syllables of vocal exercises, or if you might still need lyrics of some fashion to help you get the melodies and then go back and do the lyrical syllables, the wee, wee, wees and stuff like that. It's also a way to judge how you are maintaining airflow and how you can use the muscles in your body. So all of this posture stuff and these airflow exercises, with careful observation, you can determine whether or not you're keeping the phrase going or if you're letting it drop out. If when you sang that you heard something like s, 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 you're pulsing your air, and the voice typically does not respond as well to that as it does to a consistent column of air. We want it to be consistent. If you heard things like a very heavy beginning, and then it kind of filters away on you, that tells you that you're starting off with a lot of muscle engagement, but then you're letting it go. We have to maintain that. That's going to help us keep that air column moving. Conversely, if you fade it away, that tells you that you are disengaging your muscle control in anticipation of the end of the phrase. And we want to try to keep that airflow consistent all the way beyond the point that we stop singing. And then we start again. As always, I hope this helps. Thank you for checking out the video. My name's Jeff. Take really good care of your voices. Enjoy singing, and hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.